Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we're jumping right into a pretty fantastic concept in algebra, quadratic equations. Specifically, we're going to figure out exactly how to convert a quadratic equation from vertex form into standard form. I know, it sounds a little complex at first, but trust me, exploring the ordered transitions behind this is actually incredibly satisfying.
Okay, let's dive into this with a piece of foundational wisdom from 1 Corinthians 14:40. Let all things be done decently and in order. Now you might be wondering, what does that have to do with math? Well, pretty much everything. Structure and clarity are the absolute foundations for growing in wisdom. When we approach our math problems, and honestly our lives, with decency and order, all those confusing things suddenly become totally solvable. Math is essentially the language of order.
So here is our quick roadmap for today. We'll start with decency and order in math, then look at why switching forms matters. After that, we'll go over the 3 steps to standard form, solve some examples together, and finally wrap up with morality, education, and peace.
All right, Section 1, Decency and Order in Math.
The big idea we're tackling today is taking a quadratic equation that is currently sitting in vertex form and rewriting it using algebra. Why bother? Because doing this allows us to truly understand a parabola's real shape. It's kind of like looking at a beautiful sculpture from a completely different angle. You're looking at the exact same object, but you're getting entirely new, valuable information about it.
Moving right along to Section 2, Why Switching Forms Matters.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the flexibility it gives us. Sometimes a problem just hands us a quadratic in vertex form. But to actually complete our task, we might need it in standard form, which looks like y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Switching between these forms teaches us mathematical flexibility. It shows us this really profound truth, that one single mathematical reality can look totally different depending on what we need it to do.
So, why do we expand and simplify these equations? Well, when you convert to standard form, you get to see the entire behavior of the parabola. You can easily find the direction the curve opens, determine exactly how wide or narrow it is, and clearly spot where it intercepts the y-axis. And beyond just the math class, these are real-world skills. They are incredibly useful in computer programming, physics and chemistry labs, and, yeah, for sure, your exams.
Okay, Section 3, 3 steps to standard form.
If we just follow 3 simple steps in exact order, we will literally find the right answer every single time. It's a clever little trick. Step 1, expand the square. That just means taking the part in parentheses, like x minus h squared, and multiplying it out. Step 2, multiply that expanded expression by whatever number is hanging out outside the parentheses. Step 3, add or subtract the final number at the very end to get our beautiful final equation, y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Super orderly and totally manageable.
Section 4, let's solve some examples.
All right, here is the first equation we're going to explore together. Y equals 2 times the quantity of x minus 3 squared plus 1. Notice how it is perfectly set up in vertex form? Now let's apply those 3 steps.
Let's move to and see how this builds step by step. Step 1, we expand the square, so x minus 3 squared becomes x squared minus 6x plus 9. Step 2, we multiply everything inside by that 2 waiting out front. That gives us 2x squared minus 12x plus 18. Finally, step 3, we just add that plus 1 on the very end. 18 plus 1 is 19, so our final standard form is y equals 2x squared minus 12x plus 19. It clicks together perfectly, doesn't it?
Let's up the ante just a little bit. Example 2 is y equals negative the quantity of x plus 4 squared minus 5. We've got a negative sign at the front now, but don't worry at all. A negative sign is really just a fun challenge if we stick to our orderly steps.
First, expand the square. X plus 4 squared becomes x squared plus 8x plus 16. Next, multiply by that negative sign out front, which is basically just multiplying by a negative 1. That flips all our signs, giving us negative x squared minus 8x minus 16. Lastly, we add the negative 5 at the end. Negative 16 minus 5 is negative 21. So our final equation is y equals negative x squared minus 8x minus 21. See, systematically handling the steps makes even negative numbers a total breeze.
Let's do one final example just to ensure this concept is fully locked in. Example 3 is y equals 3 times the quantity of x minus 2 squared minus 7.
Watch how fluid this becomes now. Expand. X minus 2 squared is x squared minus 4x plus 4. Multiply by 3,
We get 3x squared minus 12x plus 12. Subtract 7 from that 12 at the end. And boom, y equals 3x squared minus 12x plus 5. Once you know the rules, doing this math becomes incredibly satisfying.
So, are you ready to test out your new skills with some independent practice? Absolutely you are. With this framework and the right order in place, you are completely capable of tackling these on your own. Here are 5 practice questions for you. You'll be using those exact same 3 steps we just practiced. For instance, number 1 is y equals the quantity of x minus 5 squared plus 4. Number 2 throws in a -2 multiplier at the front just to keep you on your toes. Take your time, apply the decent and orderly steps, and try converting all 5 of these into standard form. You've got this.
And finally, Section 5, Morality, Education, and Peace.
So the crucial point is this: simply being smart just isn't enough. The Godly Learners series teaches us that intertwining morality with education is vital. Because let's be real, education without morality is ultimately going to cause harm. We can learn all the advanced algebra in the world, but if we continue to make bad choices that hurt ourselves or the people around us, what have we really gained?
There's a really beautiful promise found in Romans 8, verses 6 and 7, assuring peace of mind to everyone who keeps their mind spiritual. When we apply structure and decency to our academics, and then combine that with a spiritual mindfulness in our daily actions, we cultivate genuine, lasting peace. And really, that is the ultimate goal of learning.
I want to leave you with this final thought. What is the true point of being smart and educated if it isn't guided by the wisdom of making good, peaceful choices? As you master these quadratic equations and expand your mind, I challenge you to equally expand your moral wisdom. Let your education be a tool for good. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer today. Keep exploring, and I'll catch you next time.